Hey everyone, welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. Before we do the review, let me give you a wrist check. I am wearing the beautiful Omega Seamaster Professional today on the OEM bracelet with the chrome dial, blue bezel color combination, and I just love this watch. But again, we're talking about a different Swatch Group brand today. This is the Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium, reference number H70545550. And I have it on loan from Mimo's Jewelry and Watches. They are a Hamilton and Seiko authorized dealer in Long Beach, California. So I want to thank Mimo for sending this, letting me experience the watch and share it with you guys here on the channel. Now, I want to talk about the good, I want to talk about the bad and the ugly. We'll cover the entire watch here throughout the duration of the video, but I want to start with the good things, and I will place the dimensions here on the screen so you guys can get a good sense of how this would wear and how it would compare to other watches in your rotation. There's some really positive elements going on here. I think one of the big highlights for me is the design language of Hamilton, and specifically for this Khaki Field Titanium. I always appreciate when a brand can bring something original to the table that has strong design language, that's balanced, has good symmetry, has good details, and just a pleasant layout here. I think Hamilton achieves this with the design. So if we take a look at the details of the dial, you guys can see a reflective, very finely textured guilloche pattern underneath the large printed Arabic markers done in old radium superluminova. So it does have a very nice effect depending on the light situation that you're in, and contrasts very well with the matte texturing on the dial in the center portion, as well as the outside track, beyond those Arabic numerals. So I like the details, I like the design, I like how legible it is. And to me, the proportions of the case relative to the height of the watch, the lug width, makes for a very comfortable, versatile package that I think a lot of you can agree with. This is an attractive design and it's done well. Now, admittedly, the PVD treatment, the old radium lume, it's not my thing, but fortunately Hamilton does offer a non-coated version without the aged lume look. So if I were to purchase one, that's the one that I would want to go for. But I can appreciate the warm look and the beauty of this design. One of the other highlights for me is the movement. This is the H10 caliber. It's a no date. It has an 80-hour power reserve, a free sprung balance, and it beats at 3 Hertz as opposed to 4 Hertz that you would normally find on a 2824 variation. Now, I'm impressed with the modifications that the Swatch Group has done to this movement. I've borrowed several since they've started doing this H caliber with the longer power reserve and the lower beat frequency, and every single version has been dialed in so well from the factory. This one is maybe running plus 0.5 seconds per day fast, and it doesn't matter if it's dial up, dial down. This thing has great positional variation. It's going to naturally do well with shocks. And I think, for the price, getting an ETA branded and modified movement that's dialed in this well is a very positive thing, and is enforcing one of, just one of the elements that we love as Hamilton fans is value for money. This has good value for money when you're considering the movement. Now, I've talked about the good. What is the bad and the ugly? Well, there's one thing, in my opinion, that's really holding this watch back, and that is the lack of anti-reflective treatment on the crystal. I don't mind no ARC. My Rolexes don't have anti-reflective treatment, but for whatever reason, I have a very difficult time trying to photograph and video this watch. There just seems to be, extra reflections. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a little bit distracting, and it does interfere with the quick legibility at a glance element that you want to have in a field watch or a military piece. And so, if the Swatch Group would just take 20 minutes and put some anti-reflective treatment on the underside of this crystal, it would take this watch up from, a 7 where I have it now, all the way up close to 10. I mean, it would really enhance the overall experience of the watch to a high degree. And again, let me put my Omega in front of the camera here. They know how to do good anti-reflective treatment. So that's not the option here, or that's not the issue here. they really should be doing it with the Khaki. Now, the other thing I think could be improved, it's not a deal breaker, but the luminescence isn't awesome in low light. It does fade rather quickly, and I would love for Hamilton to come out with a formula or a compound that has better potency and better longevity as well. But again, it's adequate as is. It just could be improved a little bit. And really, I think these watches would fly off the shelves, even at the retail price of $945, if it had great ARC and it had great low light luminescence, because the package in general, it's strong with its versatility, with its design language, and I can definitely see the appeal. So again, retail price is $945, but never pay full retail for a Hamilton. Always try to get a discount when you're looking at this brand. And fortunately, Mimo from Mimo's Jewelry, he cuts straight to the chase. No silly games or anything like that. He offers 25% off, and that discount code is in the description. And no, I don't get a cut, I don't get a commission, I don't get free watches, I just get access to these great brands like Hamilton and Seiko that I can, borrow, and that's really helpful for me as a content creator. So the discount code's in the description for those who are interested. It brings the price down to $700, which again, for titanium, for the original design, ETA modified movement that's dialed in, I think that's a decent value and one to consider, especially the non-coated version. That's the one that speaks to me. So thanks for taking the time to watch today, guys. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.